Peace, y'all. It's your boy Zulu King Street Fame 407. Man, I'm gonna jump straight into this, man. Listen, there's a lot of things going on in this world right now, right? So, one of these things being racial issues, stuff like that. So we in Orlando. In Orlando, this past weekend, a neo-Nazi group came and was protesting in different parts of the areas of the city. Nothing happened to them. Nobody did nothing to them. Nothing. But it was mad random. It was like a pop-up shop, basically. The city knew something was gonna happen with two different groups of radical Nazis, that they was gonna come out there and try to protest and all that. They knew a few days prior to it happening. As far as the people in the city, we really ain't know what was gonna happen. It was more like a pop up. Like, these people just showed up. You feel me? And they just started doing it. They're not from Florida. The ones that were in the Cranes Rouge area and what was it? It was Cranes Rouge and they went by Lake Mary on I-4 over the bridge. So that group there and the one that's in front of Disney, I don't think they're the same group. I think it's two different groups. If I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken. If I am, let me know in the comments. But that tribe, that one that was in Lake Mary and in Altamont, they're called the Blood Tribe. I forgot the owner's name, the leader, the name of it. But he has like 130 acres. They're from Maine. And they're training over there. He's a former military. He's a Marine, former Marine. So, Florida has a problem with this. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a growing problem in Florida. There's a lot of these Nazi groups here. This isn't the first time that this has happened. My homeboy commented on the picture that I put up saying that I was going to speak on this. One of the times that this happened, I was on the street where it happened at. And that's where he's from. He's a fellow YouTuber. I know him personally. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know each other. And you go to his YouTube channel, subscribe to his YouTube channel. Is Marita Boy. He following that YN Melly case. You know what I'm saying? He also grew up out there with some of the YNW Melly people and all that. So he got like the first drop on that case, and he's been pushing that case the whole time. That's a lot of his content coming from that case. Go check him out. But on his side of the neighborhood, Orlando, it's called Crosstown. You know what I'm saying? Crosstown, I would say, like I said before, it's because OBT splits both sides. On one side of the OBT, you're on the east. On one side, you're on the west. Crosses over. It's the downtown area of Orlando. So one of the oldest black churches is there, and it's on Paramount and South Street. And he from South Street. Like, his dad, they called him the governor of South Street. Like, you know, we was always out there when we was out there doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out there doing our thing no more. But when we was out there doing our thing, we used to be, you know what I'm saying? And I go slide, check my mans out, woo, 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 all that. And, you know, we keep moving. But on that day, I showed up. They was out there doing their thing. One of those KKK or neo-Nazi groups showed up, and they went in front of one of the oldest black churches in Orlando and protested. And once again, nothing happened. In a predominantly black neighborhood, they went in the hood. And I say that to say this because I put a post about this. And somebody said they won't try that in Pine Hills. They won't try that. And I told them basically, like, bro, these people don't care what hood. In order to kill a minority, you got to go to the hood. You understand what I'm saying? And they're training for this. You understand what I'm saying? If you look up the Blood Tribe, the people that was here, they said they gonna shed blood. The leader has 130 something acres where they training paramilitary at. You understand what I'm saying? Paramilitary training. Y'all not doing that. Not one gang member showed up in Orlando. Not one Orlando gang, all this bullshit niggas be talking, showed up to confront these people at all. They had these the Blood Tribe people. They came with guns. They had guns on them. They came to a state that's you don't need a permit to carry in Florida, no more. So they came to a gun state, pushing this because they safe. Florida has. I'm gonna post all this while I'm talking. Florida has I think it was 68 since the last time that they checked. Hate groups. Insane Cloud. This was like 2014 if I'm not mistaken. They busted these people. They was from St. Cloud, mostly Kissimmee and Cocoa area, and they had a group, a Nazi group that was training for a race war. These people are training. Paramilitary. If you look up militias, I've been saying this for a long time. My channel gets shadow banned, and I don't care. They ain't probably never let me make no money off YouTube, and I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get on here and talk all shit all day long about beef or what hood. All y'all niggas just promoting the same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Beefing with this hood. Oh, this nigga beef with that hood. Oh, look what happened. And all that bullshit. But you ain't saying nothing that really's worth a fuck. You know what I mean? So that shit, it don't even matter to me. So when you start saying shit like this, they're going to start pushing, you know what I'm saying? Pushing your channel down and all that. And that's why my channel stay the way it is. Because I might go off a little bit and I say something and then boom, they don't want that. All my social media is like that. All my social media is shadow banned. These people are training. Nobody in the hood is training. You know what I'm saying? Paramilitary. Look up militia. In order to have a militia legally, you cannot be doing paramilitary training. So how, when you Google all these people and you look up their information, it tells you that they're doing paramilitary training, but these people are not in jail. One of the guys screamed out that he was a lawyer. The news people were screaming at him, and he's like, I'm an attorney, I want to school this and this and this and that. So these people are moving strategically, and they physically out there doing things, and they're training for combat. They're training for war. Whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? And we not. You know what I'm saying? We not. These people were on the bridge marching. Synchronized, timing. Back and forth, marching. You don't really see no discipline like that in the black community or the Hispanic community unless it's the Nation of Islam or something like that. When they're marching like that. Other than that, you don't see that. Gangs don't move like that. They're not moving, you know what I'm saying, as a unit. And, you know, to get 100 people to come down here and do that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody on timing, that shit ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? But these people are training to do this. In Florida, got like 68 hate groups. In St. Cloud, they did a bust. They took those people down. These people been around here. Like I said, there was 3 crosses that you be seeing in Kissimmee and all them places. Oh, that's KKK. Listen, Kissimmee, the courthouse in Kissimmee still has the tree that they used to hang black people from, bro. How is that still there? Why ain't nobody torch that? Burn it down. I ain't saying YouTube for the people to go burn it down, but why ain't nobody burn it down? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But these people are training, bro. And they're showing up and they're popping up. They went to Disney. The other group went to Disney. And I think the other group is a local group. I think the other people, the Blood Tribe, they came from Maine. The other people, I think they're a local a group. If I'm not mistaken, like I said, I might be mistaken. But I do know they went to Disney. They put Pedo World, you know, Pedo World, Pedophile World, whatever on it. Hey, Disney is involved in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Disney is involved in that. I did a video on that, and you already know. After that, boy, my shit was really shadow banned. But I did a video on that. Disney's involved in all that, human trafficking and all that. So they exposing all that. But these hate groups are showing their face more and more and more and more and more. They got militias. Look up how many militias in the United States. You know what I'm saying? I always said, instead of operating like gangs, form militias. That's why they keep trying to take our guns, the Second Amendment, you can also overthrow your government if your government is not doing what they supposed to be doing. What you think them people trying to do? All that protesting. They protesting the government, they protesting everything. They got a militia. They could overthrow the government. And they training. You understand what I'm saying? Cause I don't think y'all do. You know what I mean? But they did that in Orlando before, like I said, and I went there on that block that day. We didn't. It was like a random thing, just like today. You know what I'm saying? Not today. This weekend. Cause I ain't. You know what I'm saying? That was just like all of a sudden you turn the news on. It's some Nazis out here, hailing Hitler and all that. You know what I'm saying? On the bridge and everywhere. We was like, where the hell they came from? They came from Maine. The other ones was at Disney. I think they had cards. I believe they had cards like flyers. And on the flyer, it ain't had no date. It had that little QR or code thing and they scanned it or whatever. That's how they was doing that. But not one street gang member, not one tough guy from Orlando showed up. Not one killer, not one nobody showed up. Them people just did what they did and that's it. And I knew that back then. Back then, I can't remember what. It was the early 2000s, but I can't remember exactly when they came and they went in front of the church on Paramount on South Street. You know who got arrested that day? A white boy. One white boy hooked off on him and he went to jail. Because he swung on the KKK members or the Nazi members. A white boy in a black neighborhood. Once they did that, from back then, I knew. I said, damn, ain't nothing pop off. These people are going to keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? And little by little, they coming out and they coming out and they coming out and you seen it more and more. You know what I'm saying? I always seen it. I was in and out of jail a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I knew they was here, you know what I'm saying? Because in jail, in Florida, they have a faction running, but it's like they're called Unforgivens. You know what I'm saying? But they got another faction. They got different factions in the street that's different. They're not unforgiving. Unforgiving is just like a prison thing. You know what I'm saying? It's only in prison, but in the streets they have different other factions of these neo-Nazi groups, and they don't all get along with each other. So you know what I'm saying? Like I done did time with a cat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say his name. You know what I'm saying? But he was a white knight, and he was a high-ranking member in the White Knights. And they don't like the Unforgivens. But the White Knights run in the streets, and the Unforgivens is only a prison thing. But the White Knights feel like superior to them because they was like, yo, these cats is like, no, you know, just they have politics. They're like, oh, these guys are the snitches, and these guys are the people that get X'd out from the other groups, and they go to Unforgiving. You know what I'm saying? So not all these guys get along with each other either. You know what I'm saying? So you got different groups, and they're all doing different things. But the one thing they all doing is paramilitary training. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all cats, we out here in the hood and all that. A lot of us convicted felons. A lot of us can't have guns. Why you think I got all these crossbows and all that? I practice shooting them. You know what I'm saying? It's legit. I could shoot it. I could have it. I could own it. And I just work on my aim with that. You know what I'm saying? Just practice shooting them. You know what I'm saying? Crossbows, anything like that. Start learning. Start learning how to use different weapons other than the gun. Start, you know what I'm saying, training. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of shit's finna go down. And y'all got to be on time. Like, watch how these people's moving. Watch how they moving. The discipline that they have. You know what I'm saying? They're on a mission. They're saying a joke. People are laughing. And they're like, oh, look at these clowns. Oh, look at that. Ain't nobody go out there and confront them. But everybody talking on the internet. Yeah, they want to come here. Nobody went out there to confront them, though. But watch how they moving. You know what I'm saying? Because they moving militant. And that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? That's dangerous. People think it's not. Let's say this. They said I seen somebody comment and said they don't know they outnumbered. Look, if you got one soldier trained, right? A trained soldier, different combat, all kinds of shit. Because these people, the ones in Kissimmee that got caught, they was like trying to do biological warfare with the ricin and all that. So these people are trying to do different things. So if you got one person trained, militant, minded, the way he moves, You know what I'm saying? Whether it's physical combat or with a weapon, whatever it may be, that's trained. He's more dangerous than at least 4-5 civilians. You know what I'm saying? 4-5 civilians, and he's trained, and he's on a mission. He's probably going to execute that mission against people that's not trained and not ready for that. So let's say one of them take out 5 people, and there's 100 of them. If y'all ain't ready, you know what I'm saying? Once that chair shit happened in Mississippi, I knew something was gonna come out, and, and they're gonna start showing their face. Something's gonna happen because they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna be like a police killing or some crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But they come out, hate group. They met with nobody, you know what I'm saying, contested them or whatever. They out there talking. They came all the way from Maine to Florida. Why? Florida is a growing hate state. Look it up. It's a growing hate state. You know what I'm saying? So they're coming over here, and they're here. Because a lot of people tell me they're not here. They won't come to the east side with that shit. Boy, look, my shit say east side. Right? The east side. They on the east side, boy. They on the east side. They in St. Cloud. They all through here. You think they're not on the east side? Some of the main ones I met was from the east side. Buffalo is the east side. That's the far east side. Christmas and all that, all they going out there, that's like the far east side. And they out there. Especially in Buffalo. You know what I mean? So they on the east side. You know what I'm saying? They're all over. They're all over. Some of them is in your face, some of them ain't. You know what I mean? But they do mean business, and they ain't playing. Even though it might be comical to us, like you looking at them like, oh, look at them high, look at these crackers, and all whatever. You might be like, yeah, it's funny, but they training. You know what I'm saying? They training not only in physical and in shooting and biological warfare. These people are training on some other shit. My boy was staying out somewhere. I don't know. Any of y'all know where Hollowport is in Florida out there. You know what I'm saying? It's past St. Cloud. It's going towards Cocoa, like going towards out there 192. But anyway, I had stood out there for a while, for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? A year, I think, or 2 years. Anyway, they out there. And over there, you only had like one store in that town. You know what I'm saying? But they out there. And there's a place where you can buy a whole bunch of acres at. And my boy was going to buy some acres there. A lot of people buy acres there, and they like private. You know what I'm saying? Some private stuff. And he was like, I was going to get something there, but I didn't. You know, one of the dudes there had a ditch dug around his trailer, his property line, with water, like a 4-foot ditch all the way around where you couldn't get to him. Like, and he like the other dudes, like they was riding around with 4-wheelers with M16s and all that, and like they wasn't even from Florida, they was from another state, but they was there. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, you don't want to get caught up out there by yourself. You know what I'm saying? He said you got to have some big artillery to be out there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get caught out there by yourself because they going to disappear your ass out there. And you out there in the middle of the woods. They ain't never going to find you. You know what I'm saying? But these people's out here, and this is what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So some things got to change because you got to see who's really is your enemy. You understand what I'm saying? But would anything like that work? Because see, nowadays, like, a Crip kill a Crip, a Blood kill a Blood. You know what I'm saying? They beef with each other. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these gangs beefing with each other, and then you got these people come in the hood and march, and not a damn gang member beef with them. Don't do shit. Ain't nobody do shit to them. So what the gang stand for? You know what I'm saying? Because when the real enemy come in, y'all don't do shit. But you beefing with each other over who run whatever. Your own. One man started a gang, and now the gang is beefing with each other. In multiple different gangs. You be like, wait a minute, ain't he a Crip too? Yeah, we don't get along with them though. Wars for years. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yet, here comes some racists, Nazis, talking all this crazy stuff in the hood or anywhere in the area, and nobody does nothing to them. Nobody got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem. See, y'all got to start redirecting your energy, and you got to start moving militant, and you got to stop saying gang. Take the word gang, disassociate from that shit. Disassociate from that shit, because it ain't about shit. That's first of all. Second of all, it's getting y'all a gang of time. That's what it's getting you, a gang of time. So legally, you're going to have to switch the game. Because if not, all they doing is RICO acting everybody. There's a reason they doing that. They RICO acting everybody. If y'all was a former militia, you are abiding by the law that they provided you with. So how they gonna indict you? Just don't do no paramilitary training unless you're white. Because they don't even just getting away with it. Because obviously everybody knows they doing it and they still ain't get busted. Feds ain't hit them. Nobody hit nothing. But they hitting the black and Hispanic gangs, all the rappers, everybody that's claiming the set is getting RICO'd. So you already know. You already see what they doing, how they moving. Ain't nothing happened to them for the police. Ain't nothing happened to them with no street niggas. So then you gotta switch it up. Y'all gotta do militias too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta switch it up. I ain't encouraging nothing crazy on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Because I know they be with the bullshit and all that, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're trying to take our guns and our Second Amendment. Because you can overturn the government if the government is not doing what they supposed to be doing for the people. And I bet you the whole United States of America feel like the government ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing for the people right now. People can't even afford their rent. Rent's mad high. You should get a 3-bedroom house out here for like $800, $900 a month. You get in a 1-bedroom for like $1,500, $1,600 out here now. Like we in New York or something. So I know everywhere all over the United States, the prices is high, everything's messed up, and people feel like the government ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's why they've been trying so hard to take that Second Amendment away, and they're scaring you with the gun tactic, because they're saying the Second Amendment, you have the right to bear arms, and yes you do, but you also have the right in that same amendment to overthrow your government. So, man, y'all be safe out there, dog. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all some gangsters and y'all gang banging and all that out there, man, redirect your energy, man. Protect your hood. You know what I'm saying? Redirect that energy, because us going at each other ain't gonna get us nowhere. When you see how them people moving militant, strategic, everything calculated, organized, that's how we gotta move. That's how we gotta move in every neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? All that shooting each other over the dumb shit. Y'all don't even know. Y'all carrying beef from niggas that's not even alive no more. Niggas that been dead for 20, 30 years. Y'all still beefing over some shit that happened back then. You don't even know what happened. The story done switched so much. But this story ain't switching. It's right in your face. What's happening now. So you gotta tighten up. If you a felon, man, get a crossbow, dog. Them shits is fun. I love shooting my shit. Yo, I ain't gonna cap. Yo, hold up, son. I love shooting my shit. I got a few of them, bro. I'm gonna do some more videos with these. I got a few of them. Let me move back so you can see that. Get you some of these. You go out to the yard, let off. You know what I'm saying? You go out anywhere you got some space, let off. Get your practice on. You know what I'm saying? It's legal. You gotta have them. And they quiet. You don't want to get hit with one of those, boys. Somebody breaking your house. Somebody breaking your house, dog. Or you see somebody in your yard breaking in your car or anything, bro. You don't want to get hit with this, bro. This ain't gonna give away your position, neither. I shot a target with this and left the hole the size of my thumb all the way through it. Bigger than my thumb. So man, y'all start taking care of yourself mentally, physically, eating better, work out, start training with some weapons, hand-to-hand combat, some knives. You know what I'm saying? Because things are getting real out here, man. And you never know, you might get caught by yourself one time. And you got to take on 2 or 3 people. Like I said, one trained soldier is like 5 civilians. You know what I mean? One trained soldier. So train yourself, man. And start investing in things for like, in case some war pop off. Because some shit gonna pop off. You know what I mean? If you're not a felon, buy your guns, buy your ammo, buy your bulletproof vest. Y'all get some gas masks. Shit finna get real out here. You think it's a joke? Shit finna get real out here. So, yeah, this is my thoughts on the people marching. One thing I'm gonna say, I did a lot of time with some Aryan cats. All the what they saying, all the racial stuff and all that stuff that they got going on, that's something different. But some of the cats I did time with, I spoken with, and some of them cats was cool. You know what I'm saying? Some of them cats was cool. They just pro their people. You know what I'm saying? Some of them cats is not cool. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? But some of them cats was just like, we in prison and I don't want to let my people get beat up and robbed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pro my people. I'm pro my people. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm pro my people all day. You know what I'm saying? As long as that don't affect me, you know what I'm saying? But once you start coming like that, then now it's a whole disrespect thing. It's a whole different thing. You see what I'm saying? How they coming. And, you know, what was that, in Georgia, the dude that got killed, I forgot, like 3 of them killed that dude, killed a young black dude. He was jogging, they killed him. So these people's out here doing all kinds of stuff, bro. And this stuff that we don't even know that they doing. You know what I'm saying? But for the stuff that we do know, it should be alarming already to us. And we should be like, hold up and shift our energy instead of taking it out on each other. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Yo, it's your boys, Little King Street Fame 407. Y'all know what it is. We all gas, no brakes. If you ain't gonna be good, be safe. You heard?